Say good morning. July 17, 2023, Monday morning on Royale. So I'll give you my smile and say hi. And we are here still on Royale, and we just did this short little hike to the Smithfield Mine. Smithwick Mine, where they had mined copper way back. What's it say? 1843. Chippewa Indians claimed the island. So in 1843, James Smithwick located a mine here. So mining back in the 1800s, early 1900s, for copper was a big thing down on the mainland. We went through the Quincy Mine down by Houghton. So right here is evidence of mining just by two big holes in the ground. Really nothing too much, but the Quincy Mine, we did the tour yesterday, day before, and we went 2,000 feet underground to the 7th level of that copper mine, which had a total of actually 90 levels, about 2 miles deep into the earth. At a 54-degree angle is what the miners used to mine the copper, because that's the angle that the copper was layered in. So we just talked to some guys that came off the trail, and he saw a moose. Pretty exciting. So there are moose in the area, and a correction from yesterday, the main two animals on the island for mammals are moose and wolves. There are fox, but very few. There are way more wolves and the moose. Lots of birds. I have heard the loons. I would love to see a loon, but haven't seen one yet. There's garter snakes. Haven't seen any of them either. I care not to. So it was very rainy this morning. I was going to get up and maybe watch the sunrise, but I could hear sprinkling on the roof and decided not to get up. And it rained most of the morning, so we also did not do the 9 o'clock ranger program. Ranger walk. It was going to be an hour long, and you had to hike part of it, and we just thought maybe that wouldn't be real safe to be walking on surfaces that could possibly be slick. So we elected to stay in, and we hung out in the guest building for quite a while. I read some articles. One, Laura Bush had written about the staff in the White House, and another one about anti-venom and the shortage back in 2020. So anyway, that has nothing to do with this trip, but that's what I did. So I also have an issue with a swollen hand here. I don't know if you can see that. So I was out trying to find something for that this morning. Got some ice from the gift shop, and shoot, they were so good there. They brought me some ice out in a bag and bought some Benadryl cream, and a guy came out and looked at it, and it really doesn't itch, so it could be from one of these plants out here, real tall ones, he says, with a tall flower on the top that can cause that, and sunshine will actually cause it to blister. So I'll try not to get too much sun exposure on that. So anyway, we'll work our way back down here. I wouldn't be surprised if some of those plants were the ones that he said could cause that problem with the swelling. Big leaves, he said. There's lots of plants with big leaves. So we'll cross over this plank here with some pipes going under it. So there's all the piping. Turns out, I asked yesterday when we were in our program, well, how do they have electricity out here? And it's either by generator or solar power. Oh, always glad to get one of those done. And you negotiate them quite well. All right. So we did the artist in residence this morning, went and looked at the artwork in there. Wished we'd discovered that sooner. It's a nice place to have sat and waited during the rain. Here's a gentleman we sat across from on the boat. Good morning, again.
Hi. You on the boat? I guess so.
So we always like to get a chance to look at the artist in residence, especially since we have a friend back in, or we have an acquaintance in Orange City who does artwork in the Badlands. All right. So that was the mine, and we might try now to go over to where the seaplanes land in here on Tobin Harbor. So this tells a little bit about some of the wildlife here. Besides the moose and wolves, we have red squirrels, garter snakes, and deer mice. More of the flowers around here. Well, we're up to past 6 minutes, so we might just stop this one for now. That's what it looks like here this morning on Isle Royale. Our boat will leave this afternoon. We're supposed to be there around 2 o'clock to get back on. Take that ride back. So farewell for now from Isle Royale.